Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. We're going to talk about what not to do if you are a comic book publisher. What not to do is to openly insult and attack your fans on social media because they have concerns about the direction of your publication. You might not agree with them, but actually calling them names, mocking them openly on social media using the official company account is not good. It's not a good look. And this is, kind of goes along with a lot of things that we talk about on this channel that studios and publishers and websites and all of these companies think they're above reproach. They think they're above dealing with customers, and they take it a step further. It's not just that they don't like their customers. It's that they openly hate their customers, publicly denounce their customers. And this blows my mind. This is Heavy Metal Magazine attacking people who had an issue with the redesign of Taarna, who historically has been a scantily clad woman riding a pterodactyl. That's basically it. And she's sort of the poster child for heavy metal because she featured prominently in the movie, and she's one of the most recognizable ongoing characters in the publication. But I was shocked when Vonster here on Twitter tagged me in and said that Heavy Metal Magazine was using its official Instagram account to attack fans. We don't want fans. We don't want fans like you. We're good, thanks. And I'm like, what the hell happened to heavy metal? Heavy metal used to be metal. Well, apparently heavy metal got sold back in 2019 and their balls fell off. So we're going to talk about that. Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 191,000 subs. Thank you for the support. Geeky is sitting this video out because she doesn't really care about Heavy Metal Magazine. I used to read it quite often back in the day, and it was kind of a huge influence on my own art style because I always kind of gravitated toward that more European look, the high tech, high fantasy look, the kind of watercolor look. And a lot of that came from, album cover art and Heavy Metal Magazine. And Heavy Metal has changed hands a couple of times over the years. I know Kevin Eastman of Ninja Turtles fame had owned it for a while, and at some point it got sold. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. It was sold to Matthew Medney, I guess, or he's the CEO now, and he was from DC Entertainment. So as of 2019, they have new corporate overlords, and they're nothing like the original owners of Heavy Metal Magazine, because Heavy Metal back in the day was pretty risque. It was. They pushed the boundaries. There was a lot of nudity or near nudity in heavy metal, and that's both male and female. Okay, so it wasn't just that we had scantily clad women in Heavy Metal Magazine. We had a lot of men not wearing very much either. And that was just kind of the tone of the magazine. It was a European magazine. It was French comics, they get a little risque. And that was its thing. It was metal, right? And now heavy metal is for pussies. We're going to talk about that. Actually, Bounding into Comics did a write-up on Heavy Metal Magazine that the fans were not happy with this Taarna cover because, again, she's covered up. Well, that's, fine, whatever. This is what she's wearing in this. But they decided that they were going to openly mock the fans. And she's, wearing this armor throughout the whole issue. Now, this to me doesn't look like heavy metal artwork at all. I'm going to be completely honest. This looks like a typical DC comic. And that will explain it, if they've got DC people running heavy metal these days. So they finally cover up, clap, clap, clap. Most people have more than one outfit, it turns out. R.I.P. Taarna. Does changing clothes kill people? We had no idea. Do you change your underwear? This explains so much. This person says, I'm torn. While I generally despise bikini armor as a whole, then why the hell are you reading heavy metal? I also have a pretty severe disdain for the complete changing of iconic characters and looks. At what point does it become an entirely different character, and where exactly is the ridiculous lines for scantily clad heroines? Have you read the book to understand the context of the outfit, or are you just making assumptions? Trust us, read it, and you will understand. Buy it, trust us. Also, people should change clothes and looks that's natural. As noted above, the change in the outfit doesn't really make sense from a story point of view, as she goes from getting injured by a giant serpent to fighting a completely different enemy. Heavy Metal will use this line in multiple responses. Yeah, this has been going on for a while now. It's so weird to see Heavy Metal become so puritanical when the magazine was founded to sort of thumb its nose at the comics code and what you could and could not do in comics. And we talked about the Red Sonja movie and how Red Sonja was known for basically two things to casual fans, red hair and bikini armor. And it sounds like at least the red hair part is going to get gone in the movie. And most likely they're going to cover her up quite a bit, because we don't want the male gaze. It's totally fine if you've got guys wearing loincloths, but we can't have the male gaze. So here's another follow-up in Instagram. It has come to our attention that some of you are confused that Taarna has the ability to change clothes. So to address this, we'd like to remind you that you too can change clothes, and please do so, especially your underwear. We've gotten complaints from the neighbors. What kind of juvenile bullshit is this? The changes suck. Respect your fans. We don't want fans like that. We're good. Thank you. We don't want you. We don't want you, fans. I mean, this is ridiculous. Characters can change costumes. It happens all the time. I just wish this didn't have to be something political. Want to change costumes? Change it. No need to bash revealing art or old outdated values, because that's bullshit reason. That's bullshit reason. I want to do it, then do it for artistic reasons. Making fun of fans that give you money gives a very immature look to the company. Please learn from the mistakes of North American comics idiots making fun of the fans to the point where a single Japanese comic outsells all of Marvel and DC. We did not change it for any political reasons. We did it because it made sense in the story and gave the character a chance to grow. This is all pretty clear if you read the series. Well, attacking fans is not going to entice people to actually pay money for your comic, Heavy Metal. And frankly, this is a pale imitation of Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal would have just put this stuff out there and left it go. This is ridiculous. This is not Heavy Metal. This is not Heavy Metal magazine. And the change in ownership absolutely explains it. The new people running Heavy Metal must really hate their fans. Why do you hate us? Think about your question realistically. You are an adult, we assume. Would it make sense for a company that works so hard to create and bring new art to hate its fans? Or are you just uncomfortable with change and growth? Do you hate us because we've grown out of the box in your comfort level? Sit with that. We love our fans, but they can either grow up or stay behind clinging to an idealized past. What the fuck? Heavy Metal. What the fuck are you saying? Who is running your social media? Who is running your social media? And then we've got, this person out there. Cartoon lady wear more clothes now. How PP became big PP if can't see skin lady. Outrage. Basically, no. Heavy Metal has a certain brand. It's not just a female thing. There are lots of naked dudes in Heavy Metal too. It's a French, or was a French, comics magazine. Okay? They always push boundaries, just like Epic Illustrated did for Marvel. It was that time period, 70s, early 80s. We had a lot of cool movies come out of that time period. I love that the art from that time period. I do, personally. I love it. The people who own Heavy Metal right now clearly do not love Heavy Metal. If you don't want it, I'll take it. I'll take it. Call me. We'll make a deal. No. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you say this? Why would you say this to people that have supported this magazine for decades?
No, we're not buying it. We're not making a deal.
All right. Well, I guess not. My allowance is cut off. I don't think it's going to be worth much. I really don't think it's going to be worth much. The rate they're going to completely run this one into the ground. No, you relax. Being afraid of a mob of sociopaths who try to cancel every drop of sexualization is concerning. Your so-called going forward is nothing but a cheap excuse since New Armor style is so old-fashioned. Moving forward, my balls. No one is afraid here. The change in outfit is part of the storyline. As an author, I'm sure you understand. Author in quotes. I'm sure you understand that. If you read the series, you'd know how silly your comment is. Oh, fuck off, Heavy Metal. You're not even Heavy Metal. You're not. You are the kid brother or kid sister that stole your much cooler sibling's concert t-shirt and you're stretching it out and you're getting ketchup stains all over it. You are a pale imitation of what heavy metal used to be and used to be about. And you deserve what you get. I think you deserve to fail. And I don't say that lightly. I very seldom. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt, but you're intentionally trying to spurn your old fans to attract new fans that probably aren't going to support you anyway. It's a powerful brand. Heavy metal meant a lot in comics for a very, very long time, and this is a joke. It's a freaking joke. So piss off. Good luck with that. You're not going to be around in 2 years. I'll talk to you later.